はい、こんばんは。本日もザ・スタンリー・パラブレウルトラデラックスやってまいりましょう。今日で3回目ですね。で、ゲーム立ち上げたら、またですね、現在の時刻を入力してくださいが出まして、前回2回目立ち上げた時に、なんか、いつもちゃんと時間入れてくれてありがとうございますみたいなこと言われて、次立ち上げたらまた時間聞くんで、その時は好きな時間入れてねって、なんか、真面目にやってくれたお礼ですみたいな、まあそれが何のお礼なのかよくわかんないですけどこと言われたんですけど、好きな時間って言われてもなーっていう感じなんで、まあもう正直に今の時間を入れましょうか。なので31分、じゃあ午後5時31分です。午後5時31分、あなたのお気に入りの時間。まあ別に気に入ってるわけじゃなくてだって気に入ってる時間とかある？俺別にないよ。もしくは、ただ単にもう一度正しい時間を入力せずにはいられなかったのでしょうか。まあそうですね、はい。結局、あなたが正しい時間に設定するのをどんなに楽しんでいるか私は知ってますからね。さあ、ここで私が知りたいのは5時31分がどれほど正確なのかということです。他のスライダーで調べてみましょう。え ?5 時30分どのくらい正確ですか？もうほぼ正確でしょ？若干時間があれだけど、まあ、こう喋ってる間に1分ずれちゃったけど、まあ、ほぼ正確ですよ。まあ、時計が正確かどうかに関係なく、この設定を調整するのは素晴らしいひとときなんです。あなたがどのような設定が好みなのか、あなたのことをもっとよく知ることができた気がします。データを集めるのはいいことです。もっといっぱいスライダーがあればいいのに、でももう持ってるスライダーは全部出し切ってしまいました。ああ、どうも双葉さん、こんばんはです。こんにちは、こんばんは。ちょっと微妙な時間ですが。もしかしたらあなたの新しいデータをかき集めるためにいくつか新しいスライダーを作れるかもしれませんね。難しく考えなくていいんですよ。イエーイ、さっさと新しいものを作りましょう。あなたが次にこのゲームを起動するときには準備できてるはずです。こんにちは。なんか、あられちゃんの挨拶そんなんでしたよね。おはこんにちはか。おはこん、おは、んペンギン村からおはこんばんちはか。おは、まあいいや、どうでも。と、というわけで、じゃあ、スタンリーパナプレ3回目やっていきましょう。なんか、今の感じだと、次またゲーム起動した時に、なんか設定をまたさせられそうな感じでしたけど、まあいいや。はい、じゃあ、というわけでゲーム始める。スキップ。まあ一回オープニング飛ばしましょうか。さて、というわけで、三度、この427万の部屋からスタートなわけですが、今まで取ってない選択肢をやっぱまた取っていかなきゃいけないわけで、やってないのは、あとは、これこんなんなってたっけ？このニューコンテンツは、まあ、このウルトラデラックスのね、肝の部分だと思うんで、ちょっと後回しにしましょう。で、どうしようかな。一個試し てないのは、右のドア通ってって、で、途中の通路で元に戻るパターン。ここは普通に抜けて、で、ここで言うことを聞く。大丈夫だね。うん。ここ入ってないんだよな。
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
ああ、ここにエレベーターがあるのか。これ知らんかったな。ここ抜けると普通の通路戻っちゃう。じゃあ降りてみるか、これ。これはまだ通ってないルートだな。
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
ナレーター困っとんな。これ帰れたりはしない？ボタン押せないか。さて、こっからは全く知らんルートだな。わかんない。
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
いやいやいや。
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
ちょっとしっかりして。
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
ちょっとナレーターさん。
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
本当だろうな。暗くて見えん。どうぞこっちにしか行けないね。どんどん下に降りてってるけどいいの？はいはいはい。
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just like to,
違う、まあ、かっ飛ばしてきちゃったね。
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
強制的に戻された。マジか。あっちのルートはもう、じゃあそんなもんか？
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
あれあれ
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
いや。
Let's find the story.
いや、ちょっと待ってくれ。急に選択肢いっぱい用意してきたな、おい。これちゃんと奥つながってんのか？ちょっと、右から行くか、じゃあ。 ちょっと待って、広いな。
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
ちょっと待って、もうちょっと探索させてくれよ。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
ここは変わってないね。
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
この辺も別に変化はないかな。これ電源入ってたっけ？電源入ってたか？あれ入コンテンツなくなっあれ
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
ちょっとナレーターしっかりして。あれだな、違うか。なんか変なものに見えたけど。見落とし見落としなんか見落としたか？普通に。あれ？
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
ちょっと待って、これなんか嫌な予感すんな。ループしてるね。あれ？行き止まり。
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
また戻んの？ちょっとどこここ。
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yeah.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
いや、グッジョブじゃないんだわ。
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
いや、困ったらすぐリスタート良くないと思いますけど、どうですかね。
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
そんなんされたら外れたくなりますけど。やってさ、いや、ここで右おかしくね？今までそんなんちゃうかったやろ。いや、まあ、もうまた選択、どうするよ。言う通りにするのかどうなのか。あえて無視してみっか。
No, no, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
ダメか。どうもダメらしい。しょうがねえな。もうつけっぱなしにしてんの誰？ここも電源入ってんな。誰だ仕事中に。ほら、これ電源落とせない。さて、知らんルートに来たが。
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now we can both agree
いやー、だ
that
から
the
ちょっ
nature
と
of
哲学
existence
的な
is
話
in
やめてもらえ
fact
ませんか
a
ね。
byproduct of one's subjective
こ
experience
ういうの
of
苦手
that
なんですけ
existence,
ど。
right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa.
あれちょっと
Hang
待って。
on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
ちょっと待って、ここ分岐しそうだ
I
な。
think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
おお、びっくりした。ちょっと待って、急な BGM。あれ結局戻されるのか、ちくしょう。ちょっと待って、これ BGM でかい気がすんな。まあいいか。いや、ちょっと待って、これ絶対でかいわ。ちょっと待って。絶対でかい。もう多分こんなもんじゃねえかな。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。よし。あれ違う、これ、あ、違う、これ出てきたところか。こっちか。これあれか。上司の部屋に行くルートの階段か。いや。壁は通れないだろう。あれこれこんな上上がったっけ？これもさらに上はいけない。ちょっと待って、なんだこれ。ちょっと待って、なんか若干の狂気味を感じるんだが。若干じゃねえな。いや。忍者かな？あれ、てっきり上司の部屋に行くかと思いきや。これまたこっち行ってもダメなんだろうな。やっぱ行き止まりか。これ本当に大丈夫か、このルート。帰れなくなった。どうしよう、一応黄色の線辿っていくか、じゃあ。 ちょっと待って、長くね？
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
は？戻ってシダを見よう。
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
どのシダこれ？
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
は？本当だろうな。これの話をしてるんで合ってんのかな。他ないよね。いや、今まで BGM なのに急に流すから、びっくりしたじゃないか。ねえ。
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
ちょっと待って。あれ？いや、結局ここ来んの？
Oh, no, 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 not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
はい。あれ、何も言わなくなっちゃったぞ、おいおい。慣れた、あ、おーっと。
Forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
いや、まあもうこっち進むしかねえから行くけどさ。
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
いや、でも意見求めてくれるのはいいけどさ、俺に。
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
喧嘩すんなし。いや、俺にどんなストーリーがいいですかって聞いてくんないけどさ、こっちからそっちに意思を伝える方法はないんでね。結局ナレーターくんの独りよがりなのよな。LINE くん向こう行っちゃったな。
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know
これ歩くの？
has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our
目が回る。
destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our
ごめん
destiny
俺
awaits.
今ナレーションくんのロジック一切読んでなかったわ。どういう理屈で右のドアになったのかちょっとごめんよくわかってないけど。こっち開かないね。目が回る。ごめんなさいね、ちょっと。は？なんだこれ。混乱エンド。
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this
どういう
goes?
こと？
It's all Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't
ちょっと待って、最後、なんだこれ。
I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
ちょっと待って、しかもさ、これさっきの扉さ、右入っても左入っても一緒だったんちゃうのか、これ。
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
おお、びっくりした。ちょっと待って。突然の死、ねえ、ナレーターがいなくなる。ついにスタンリーが死ぬって書いてあったけど。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
いや、ちょっと待って。さっきの今までのストーリーの振りはどうしちゃったの？さっきの展開はどこに？あれで、ニューニューコンテンツも戻ってきてんな。あれじゃあさっきのルートの、でもタイムライン見えるな、あそこに。あれさっきの展開はもう終わっちゃったのか？戻っちゃったぞ。じゃあ
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
じゃあちょっと普通のルートに戻っちゃったんだとしたら、ちょっと一個やりたいのがあるけど。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be
この脇道それるルートで、赤の扉、青の扉の選択肢があるんだけど、よいしょ。
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
前回はチャンスください、赤い扉に入りましたって言われたんで、じゃあチャンスだ、くれって言うんだったらチャンス生かしてあげるよっつって赤の扉入ったんですけど、青の扉ルートを試してない。あれ？いやいや、僕は青い扉を通りたい。めっちゃアピールしてくんだ。
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
だったら通れないようにしとけや。
Story I had written out specifically for you. Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
まあだよね。扉用意されると、その扉じゃないとこ通りたくなるよね。せっかく作ってくれたのに無視するっていう。まあでも入ってみますか。青い扉ないなったね。ちょっと一瞬ね、なくなったかなと思って焦りましたけど。これなかったかな。シーリングライト。あえてこっち通ってみる、やってみたくなるけど、まあいや、行くか。だこれあれか、テクスチャー貼る前みたいなこと？ここには128.128っていうテクスチャー貼らなきゃいけないんだけど、まだ作ってないから、みたいな、メタ的なお話？
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
これは、数字が、どっちがイエスでどっちがノー？まあ普通に考えたらだよね。まあ評価1、2、3、4、5で5の方が評価いいって感じだよな。選択肢が3つになって評価がどうだったか？まあ良かったんじゃないの？ 2つよりはな。
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley.
いやいやいや、扉1個増やすだけでそんな大層な。
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
おう。このゲームにランキング要素いらんやろ。で、どうしよう。また通ったらいいのかな。
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
いらん。いや、でもどうだろうな。ランキング要素ね。俺、あんまり、オンラインゲームをやらないんですよね。まあ、今流行りだと、エーペックスとかになるのか。なんかね、人と競ってもどうせ俺上位ランカーとかなれないんで、あんまりそこに価値を見出せないんですけど、まあ3、まああった方がいいって人もいるだろうからな。
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
いや、イエスの選択肢ぐらい聞いて、
Calls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
趣味悪い
The
な。
message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
おい。これ4時間やんの？いや、趣味悪いだろう。ああ、どうも、アトリスさん、どうもいらっしゃいませ。ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って、どうしよう。これ4時間はやれんやろ。これやられるとどうなんの？
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do.
いや、どっちかっつうとお前の嫌がらせだろ、こ
I
れ。
can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
やりたい放題だな。
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
ちょっと待
It seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy
What?
man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
あれ？
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
あれ？俺、これ見たことあるぞ。なんかちょっと微妙に違うけど。あれ？俺これ、すんごい前にやったことあるぞ。なんだ、ゲームタイトル忘れちゃった。ファイアウォッチ。あれ？ファイアウォッチだよね。やべ、懐かしい。あー、え？
No, 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 it can't be.
あ、何が？急にファイアウォッチ始まったぞ。なんだっけ、ちょっと理由忘れちゃったけど、なんか急に山岳警備のお仕事を始めちゃった中年男性のゲームで、まあそのね、山でなんかちょっとミステリーが起きるんでみたいな、もうだいぶ前だったから、そのどんなミステリーだったか忘れちゃったけど、でその自分が警備してる山と、そっから隣の山かなにもやっぱ同じように警備してる女性がいて、でそのもう姿も見えないし顔も知らないんだけどで無線機でその連絡しながら、なんかその山にちょっと起きる不可思議な事件をこうなんか一緒に解決するみたいな話だったんですけど。
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
え？
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
いや、あのゲーム
Now, Stanley,
山の中めっちゃ歩き回れるのが良かったの
I'm
に。
going to get us out of here. Let's find another game, preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
っていうか、急にレンガの壁とか、あれですかね、イゴーロなくですかね。
I think this will be just the thing.
俺、そんなシナリオやったことあるよ。回したことあるよ。これロケットリーグじゃねえの？
What I had in mind. Just a nice
やったことないけど。
you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this
いや、
game,
ロケットリーグですよね、これ。
you'll be impressed. Okay, so
ちょ、
what exactly do we do here?
会社違うよね。
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's
いや、お前
sports
知っ
ball.
て言ってるだろう。
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown
ボー
together.
ルどこにあんの？
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
おう。いや、ロケットリーグですよね。てか、俺どっちチームなんだよ。既視感がありますね。いや、本当にね、既視感しかないですけど。
Are you doing it? Are you winning?
いや、
Is this fun?
めっちゃロケットリーグって書いてあるし。い
Miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought.
や、まあ、ロケットリーグにストーリーないからな。も
Generates a certain amount
う
of
俺が知らんだけであんのかもしんねえけど。
then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
他のボール？
Yes.
玉が2個になっ
That
た。
really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
一人でやるロケットリーグつまんねえな。おー。いや、これもう別のゲームですけど。こうなってくると別のゲームですね、これは。で、俺これどうしたらいいの？なんだ、とりあえずシュート決めときゃいいのか？
Stanley, are you having fun? Is this a real video game?
いや、面白くないな。
Good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure.
なん
I'm
か
your sense of purpose.
独裁者みたいなこと言い出したぞ、こいつ。
Play my game. Now I don't want to play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
え何あと勝手にやれよみたいなこと言われた俺。いや、どうしたらいいの？なんかどっかに。まあ、怪しいな、ここ。
What are you doing?
何も考えずに突っ込んじゃった。お、何これ。
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
ナレーションの声が。なんか変なとこ入っちゃったね。フライングキャビネッツ。なんかゲームでさ、ポリゴンの壁抜けるとさ、たまにそのデータだけ残っちゃってて、こう暗いデータだけ残っちゃってて、そのデータの残骸みたいなマップが現れたりすることがありますけど、そういうイメージ？やばい、もうナレーションも何も言ってくれなくなっちゃった。なんか急に探索ゲームみたいになっちゃいましたけど。あっちは明るいな。人間は光を求めて。 あ、また暗くなんかあるな。427って、スタート、自分のあれだよね。スタートの部屋番号だよね。何これ。なんか触ったりができるわけじゃない。何これ。解像度悪くてわかんねえな。あれ、ここがてっきり目的地かと思ったけど、そういうわけじゃないのか。なんか触ったりとか。あれ違うのか、ここじゃないのか。
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
ちょっと待って、急なマジトーンやめてくんないですかね。そしてまた427に戻ってきたんだけど、
All of his co-workers had gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
これさっきのストーリーが続いてんのか、また頭に戻ったのかがわかんねえな。とりあえず進んでみっか。入入コンテンツはそのまんまだな。3つ目の扉はなくなってるね。一旦また頭に戻ったんだと仮定して、あとやってない選択肢って何があったっけな。あと分岐何があった？全部言うこと聞くルート進んでって、一番最後になんかパワーオンオフボタンがあって、パワーオフボタンを押したんだけど、あそこでオンボタンを押したらどうなんのかはまだ試してない気がするな。それやってみるか。なんでここ抜けて、ここ下に降りるは一回やったもんな。で、上司の部屋入る。何番だっけ？いや、もういいから早く番号言ってくれ。番号教えて。番号教えて。2845年2845。
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
で、こっちのルートが開いた。で、これで下降りる。まあちょっと途中までいつぞやのプレイの復習になっちゃいましたが、この辺スキップできないかな。で、ここ抜けのでコントロールルーム。この辺はサクサクっと。これこの途中で分岐ないよな。なんかこの辺から落ちれたりとか、落ちれたりとかはしないな。しないな。で、これをして、分かってるよ。分かっとるがな。で、ここ抜けて、はよはよはよはよ。いやもう知ってっからいいよ。でこれ乗って、こっからちょっとあれだな、その分岐するかもと思いつつ、実は分岐しないかもみたいなのを探す旅が始まるかもしれない。ここで前回はオフにしたんだよね。完全に解体するのです。しません。After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency 気づきました。わざとやってっけどな。は？核爆弾？いや、お前今考えてるだろう。え、どうすんの？逃げた方がいいのこれ。Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments. どうしたらいいのこれ。More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. これもしかしてさ、ここでなんか12345のボタン意味があったりする？もう
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
関係ないかな。
Other
2、
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing every
3どこだっけ。
or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this though, this version
なんか3やっぱ押すのかな。
watching you try to make
3どこ
sense
だ
of
3
everything and take back the control
3どこだっけ。あれ3どこだったっけな。
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go
ごめん、俺全然ナレーションの言ってること聞いてないな。
34 seconds
3、
left. But I'm enjoying
4
this
多分
so
この上だよ
much.
な。
You know what? To help
ここ閉まってたよね。
some extra time on the clock, why not?
暗い時
These
は。
are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
4、
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was
あれ
capable
関係ないか。
of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
やべえ、読まれてる。
These colored ones, or maybe this big red
やべえやべえ、ナレーションに俺のコードを読まれとる。
something here
5
will save me.
違うか。関係ないのか。
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this
この
place
場所での趣旨。
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that
じゃ
you're
ない、これは
to see you
全部あれ
be
か。
humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
何やっても無意味なパターンか。
Blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
グ
Another
ッバイ
choice.
エンポリ427。
Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
そして世界は闇に包まれた。おっと、戻されたが、どうなんだろう。さっきのとこ、なんか脱出の方法あんのかな、もしかして。あるのか、ナレーションの言う通りに、
What could it mean?
もう何にもないの
Decided to
か。
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
いや、これ、どうださっきのやつ。ガチでないのか脱出方法。あと、分岐になりそうなところ。分岐になりそうなところ。あれか、なんだっけ、あれどうやって行ったんだっけ、あのルート。なんか、地下、違うな。やべえな。思い出せない。なんか左右から機械みたいなので挟まれて死ぬエンドみたいなルートの時に、挟まれる直前にエスケープキーを押してどうのこうのみたいなことを言われたんだけど、その時エスケープキー押さずに機械に挟まれちゃった終わりみたいのをしたんですよね。あれなんかあったのかな。あれどうやって行くんだっけ、あのルート。階段下に降りるんだったっけ。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
これね、今までは分岐ポイント分かりやすかったからよかったんだけど、そろそろあれだな、どこで分岐するかを探す必要が出てきたな。あれ？ループしたぞ。ああ、ここループするんだ。前は俺ここ盗まずにずっとナレーション聞き続けてたんだけど、
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors
さっきの時計とかなんか意味あったりするかな。
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
あれこっちじゃなかったっけ、あのルート。どこで分岐したっけな。これあれだ、違うな、これ飛び降りエンドだな。ビルから飛び降りて死んじゃいましたルートの方か。違うな。あれどうやって行くんだったっけな、あれ。これもうスキップしたいんですけど、ちょっと待って、エスケープでもう一度始めるでいいかな。あれあのルートでって行くんだったっけ。階段じゃなくて、あれどうやって行くんだっけ、あのルート。昨日やったばっかりなんだが、忘れちゃったな。あれちょっと待って、ここまっすぐ行くと、あと階段上がる下がるの下りがあって、階段下がってさっきの頭を、おかしくなっちゃいました。ビルから飛び降りるんでしょ。上に行くと普通にルートが進んじゃうから、
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
ラウンジ抜けて、
A work of art. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
こっから地下降りるのは今日一発目にやったルートだよな。で、そっち行くとどうなったんだっけ。もうやばい。つい数十分前のことがもう覚えてないぞ。あれこれを途中で降りて赤の扉に進んだ時はどうなったんだっけ。まっすぐ行くと奥さんがいると見せかけて、お前奥さんなんかいなかっただろルートだったよな。で、これで赤扉入ったんだっけ。
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices.
思い出したか。思い出してない。あれだ、電話線引っこ抜くルー トだけ？あれ違う。電話線引っこ抜くルート行くんだったら、あれだ、ここ降りちゃダメだったな。あれマジ覚えてねえな。ルート分岐多すぎてごっちゃごちゃになっとる。落ちたりとかできないな。あ、そっかそっか、これか。こっちのルートか、これが。で、これは飛び降りか。ここも飛び降りでリセットだよな。これもやったもんな。ちょっと待って、もう一回。やばい、ちゃんとメモ取っとけばよかったな。なんかメッセージ違くないか？こっちのルートで飛び降りしないで行って、でこれ乗ってって、Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. でこれで奥さんの匂いじゃねえや、奥さんがいるっぽいことを匂わさせられるんだけど、いやそんなのおらんかったで、はははみたいなこと言われるんだよな。で、で、電話線抜く。
I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
俺この3回ね、今回このゲームプレイしてるわけですけど、こうプレイしながらたびたび言ってますけど、シナリオ通りに動かないプレイヤーがいる TRPG でキーパーやるってこんな感じなんだろうなってすんげえ思う。
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices,
まあちょっとナレーション一回読んでるナレーションなんでちょっと雑談挟みますけど、片白をね、すごいでもないや、少し前に某元2ちゃん管理人ひろゆきさんが棒でもなんでもないですけどプレイヤーでやった時に相当その想定外の回答と想定外の動きをされてて、まあ、キーパーやられてたリズムさんが相当大変そうだったなっていうの時があってまあね、そういう多少のね無理だったり無茶だったりができるのが TRPG のいいとこだと思うんで、いいとこだと思うんですけど、まあキーパーやってる身からしたらしんどいんだろうなっていう。多分ね、今ナレーションさんはそんな気分を味わってるんじゃないかなと。
their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and..."
まあね、メタ的なことを言えばね、
Excellent.
このね、ナレーションが困るっていうところまで全部含めてゲームだから、本当は困ってないんでしょうけど、まあ、ちょっとね、プレイヤー目線で言うとね、スキップしてえな、スキップしたいな。てか、こっちでルートあったっけ、そもそも。あそこで普通に受話器取ると、なんか奥さんなんかいなかったルートだったもんな。こっちしか思い出せないんだけど。Now that you're properly informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please. で、こっち進むんでよかったっけ？ああ、そうか。で、飛び降りれないようにされちゃってるんだよね。はいはいはい。Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. 絶対無理なのかな。Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality. これこの後どうやって展開するんだっけ？覚えてねえな、マジで。で、戻らされて、この途中に分岐ないよな。Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. これ例えばここで時間潰してみるとかどうだ？なんもないか？行くときはここで時間潰すと、なんかいつまでいるんですかみたいなこと言われたけど情けだな。で、右のドア、左のドア選ぶとこまで戻ってきました。That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. あれ？ここの分岐って俺前回どうしたっけ？あれ？天井から自分見下ろしてるエンドってここで分岐したんだっけ？あれ？ちょっと待って。自分の過去動画見直すか？ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってね。同じことを2回繰り返すのは、ちょっと配信的にあまり、俺も望んでないのですよ。ちょっと待っちょね。すいませんね。今ちょっと自分の過去配信動画見直してますね。ここで大丈夫だから言われた、ここで俺が右側に入ったんだな。右側に入ったら、 世界がおかしくなっちゃったで、で、それで天井から見下ろすエンドか。はいはいはい。これ1回目の配信の時のエンディングだね。なるほど。で、あれちょっと待って。俺の行きたかったルートはそこじゃないぞ。2階、で、ちょっと待ってね。えーっと、壁に挟まれたうんぬんの下りはえーっと、あれこれどうやって行ったんだっけあ、エスケープか。そっかそっか、そっちか。了解了解。ごめんなさいね。ちょっと時間を取らせましたが。ここで、せっかく来たんだからやっていくか。なんで、ここで右に行くルートを前一回やって、天井を見上げるエンドだったんだ。ここで左に行くは試してないね。ここで左行くと、これ元のルート戻るだけか？いや、違う、これも一回やったか？下に行けなくなってるね、みたいな下りやった気がすんな。これ多分そうだよ、デザイン変わってるんだよな。
Inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered.
いや、でもそれあれか？右行った時の下りか？もうわけわかんなくなってきてんな。He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. どうしたらそれ喋れんの？声に出し、
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver right there.
話しかけたのですっても俺そんな喋れないよ。Please speak.
Sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story.
いや言えないんだっつうの。俺も言いたいけどさ言いたいけど
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I ask you one single thing for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
でもこれ結局同じ流れか？これやっぱ天井から眺めれんのに
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my guidance.
このくだりやったな、やっぱり。これ天井。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
これさっき動画見返したと、俺これで結局右側行ったら、もういい加減に白しで、魂切り離されて天井から眺めるエンドだったと思うんで、これで左に行く。これは多分やってない選択肢だと思うけど。
behave exactly as Stanley would.
いやいや、言うこと聞いたぞ。
Responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
いや、お前の言うこと聞いて大丈夫だっつうから言うこと聞いたんだが左入ったよ、俺。いやいやいや、ちょっと待ってよ。じゃあやっぱ右行って、あれかまた幽体離脱エンド見ないとダメか。もうそういうルートに入っちゃった感じか。もうダメっぽいな。これは、右側入って、幽体離脱エンドっぽいけど、一応最後まで見とくか。前見たエンディング、そうだね。やっぱ世界がおかしくなっちゃったルートだな。多分これまたダメでしょ。
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now.
もうまたブチ切れちゃって。
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever.
同じになってるよね、多分。
To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
そうだね。一緒かな、前回と。そうだね、一緒だな。これは多分同じエンディングになっちゃうな。
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the
あれ
orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
メッセージが変わったし、あれ扉が閉まんないな。
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
あれメッセージ違ってるよな。なんかでまた条件満たしたか。あれでも戻っちゃったかな。わかんねえな。どう分岐してんのかがわからん。とりあえずちょっとエスケープ行くか。なんでまたコントロールルームまで行きましょう。また番号忘れちゃった。なんだっけ、4285とかだったっけ。違った。
Looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number. あ、
284か。間違えた。2845。
By simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
で、もう何回見たよこれ。これ今ちょっとやろうとしてるルートがうまく分岐しなかったら、ちょっとニューコンテンツいきますか。で、ここでエスケープよ。はいはいはいはい。ネタバレって言った気がするわ、ここで。
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted
で、このまんま行くと、その、なんか、プレス機みたいので挟まれちゃうルートに行くんだけど、なんかそこで脱出できそうな気がちょっとちなみにここからなんか降りれたりとかはできないのか。
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
で、この辺でなんかナレーションが変わるんだよね。急に女性のナレーションに変わって、
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
で、
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
はいはいはい。
Every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance. Death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
出口どこだったかな。まず出口探さんとな。あったあったあった。で、ここ抜けて、また元のとこ戻るんだけど。
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push
エスケープと終了をして。
Quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
エスケープと終了。
You'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
エスケープを押すとこうなるんだけど。でも終了？エスケープと終了。こうなるよね。こういう話じゃなくてか？これで例えば普通に始めたらなんか変わったりする？ 普通に始まったなぁ。普通に始まったなぁ。ちょっと分岐ポイントが俺もう思い浮かばないんで、まあ入々コンテンツいきますか。じゃあまあずっと待ってた、最後に取っといたニューコンテンツ。前回ニューコンテンツだったのがニューコンテンツになった。いや、そら気づくやろ。そら気づくやろ。これ前回と変わんねえけど。前回はなんかいかに2013年発売した当初。あれこっちねえ、最初のバージョンがいかに優秀だったかみたいな話と、Steam のレビューでひどいこと言われたみたいな。
And any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this UltraDeluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
ウルトラデラックスじゃなくて 2? と 2? ちょっとごめんなさい。ちょっと一瞬水分補給しますね。失礼しました。よし。
You see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
いや、てか、どうだろうな、俺、その既存の1の部分のコンテンツ全部やったかどうかもちょっと怪しいんだが、2、ようこそインベスターショーケース。
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than UltraDeluxe, don't you think? UltraDeluxe? What does it even mean?But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
まあ、確かに今回なんで2にしなかったのかっていうのはあるよね。ウルトラデラックスにした意味よ。なんかグラフィックとか、まあ、綺麗になってるらしいですけど、これいかんせん無印やってないからな。ニューコンテント is out。帰ってきた2つのとは。これは、ロゴアイディア。これまたあれかな、メタ的な話し始めてる2をやろうとしてたんだけど、こういう理由でウルトラデラックスになりましたよっていう。開発中
？That surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
っていうかちょっと待ってくれ。今んとここの2何も楽しくないがやたら2っていう数字だけ見せられとるが This way the showroom。大切な投資家の皆様、ショールームはこちらです。なんか発表会みたいな。新コンテンツ。バスこれの乗れたりするわけじゃないのか。なんか急にウォーキングシミュレーターみたいになっちゃいましたけど。いくつかの新機能。グッズ。新機能どこなの？なんかあるな。ノースクリーンショット。撮影すんだみたいなね。ザ・スタンリー・パラブレ、安心のバケツ。オフィスデコレーション、無限の穴。全く新しいオフィス。レッド・イズ・ニュー・オレンジ。新しくアップデートされた光線追跡法はむしろ同じようですが、いい意味で続編。ちょっとよくわかんないですね。このゲームをプレイしている人の名前を言うボタン。そんなボタンあった？赤ちゃんはみんな大人。これさっき見たやつやな。2にしたから大人にしましたみたいな話。その発想はどうだろうな。エキスポホールガイド。はあ、コレクターズアイテム。フリーに、イージーアチーブメント。なんか下もあるけど、あっちに出口あんだよな。こっちはフリー実績。レバー引く実績受け取るこれだけ今すぐ手に入れよう。
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
壊れたテスト実績なんかあったっけ
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
スチームの実績の話してる？これがそういうレバーを動かすだけで実績解除できる機能を今開発中ですみたいなことをいやなんか中にはそういうゲームもあるけどさなんかあれでしょスチームの ていうのああいうのなんていうんだっけ、クリッカー系のゲームか。なんか実績解除するためだけに作ったとしか思えない。もうなんかゲームインストールしてちょっとの時間ですぐ実績いくつも解除できるみたいな。ミニチュアスタンリーフィギュア。ちょっと待って、今方向を見失ってるんだが。出口はあれ ?Can you find them? これ奥進むしかないのかんこれ近づいてるあ、近づいてるけど、なんだこれ気持ち悪んあ、これか。そんなに欲しいか、これ。コレクト全部集めよう。
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
ね、本当に集めなきゃいけないわけじゃないよね。わかんねえな。どこまでが、あれ出口塞がってる。あれてっきりこっから出るんだと思ったんだけど。リアルに6個集めないとダメまさか。あとは、これはやってないな。無限の花
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
すっごいずれてるよね。なんか今光ってなかった？違うか。気のせいか。なんか、典型的な、あれおお、ちょっと待って、閉じ込められてるかな。なんか、やらんでいい、誰も望んでねえアップデート。ちょっと待ってくれ。あれどうすんのあれあれ出れないんだかどうしたらいいのこれ。ああれこれあったさっき。あれ俺が見逃してただけかこれ見逃すか俺。あ、どっち選んだらいいですかって質問の時に出てきたのかここにもしかして。ゲットエルサムデイ。ハッピー12周年。後ろのがシンプルで好きかな。
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
この野郎、お前人に聞いといて。うちの上司かお前は。
Actually, maybe I should have gone with No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
聞くだけ聞いといて結局自分がやりたいの別っていう。じゃあ最初から聞くなや。安心のバケツ。何安心のバケツって。
common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
いや、なんもねえけ
See,
ど。
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
おうお
As
う。
long as you
え
hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
バケツ1
You
個
will
で
not long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
バケツ1
Come
個
on,
で
give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it
ごめん
has
あ
made
の
you the slightest bit more
今までも
acceptable
たびたびあったけど、ごめん、何言ってっか全然わかんないんだけど。
Seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable too.
バケツ持ったまんまごめん、全然わかんないんですけど。
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
あとはオフィスで、無限の穴って、なんかやったっけ？多分コンテンツ全部やんないと先進めないっぽいな。先があんのかどうか知らんが。
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
これか。
This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever.
やだ、そんなの。
Not falling.
え
You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
ちょっと待ってください。なんか LINE が来たぞ。何の LINE だよ。ああ、よかった。仕事の LINE じゃなかった。無限に落ち続けるはいいけど、その脱出できんのそれ。ねえ、ちょっと待って、下半身キュッてなっちゃうな、これ。落ちていいの？
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
シュール。
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer,
シュールですね。
use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
これどんぐらいまでいけんだろう。
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the
Eh?
hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
お、
Okay, well, good for you.
無限ちゃうやんけ。
Oh, you found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
しかもめっちゃタバコ捨ててあるし。
Anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me? Maybe you're the problem.
てか意外と浅かったな。
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
これいたらなんかまた言われっかな。これサブノーチカのあれだ、なんだっけ、エリアを囲ってるやつの方がよっぽど深かったけどな。まあ戻るかじゃあ。
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
じゃああとはやってないの無限ジャンプとやらぐらいか。ほぼになってる。うん。修正が早いですね。いや、間違いをね、認めるのは大事なことですからね。あとやってないコンテンツがそのジャンプなんとかぐらいだよな、多分。どこだったっけ。これか、ジャンプサークル。これ下？N がジャンプサークル。今そこにいて、ちょっと待って。今ここでしょ？違うな、これコレクターズアイテムだもんな。A の9がコレクターズアイテムだったから、あっちがコレクターズアイテム。5がマップ。ちょっと待って。配置が、さあ、ここでアセロラさんの方向音痴がA の9がそっちってことだよな。で、ジャンプサークルが N だから、アチーブメント無限の穴があっち。K が無限の穴。K どこだ？ K が無限の穴。これ地図の向き悪くないこれ。コレクターズアイテム。これ、どっかから上上がんなきゃダメかもしかして。あ、違う。あ、ここはジャンプサークル。
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
ああ、はい。使っちゃいましたね。
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
いや、回復させてよ。数字戻しゃ A だけちゃうんか。これ上の階、あと上の階やってないか？ちょっと待って、これ全部やんなきゃいけないか？あ、そうか、ここ抜けてきたのか。これ、 これさらにこの上がある？開かないやんけ。ちょっと待って、名前のボタンとかもあっちにあんのか？
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
あれはやってないな。
For the Stanley Parable
てか、思ったより長いな。
What do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says
俺
the name
ジム
of
じゃ
the
ない
game.
ですけ
But
ど。
of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
深呼
forget
吸。
whoever you are, and simply become a person
俺は
named
ジム、
Jim.
俺はジム、俺はジ
I
ム。
want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
連邦のモビルスー
falling
ツ。
in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see. What a
楽しそうだな。
thrill. That was you. The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon
Oh,
you'll start to lose all
oh,
sense of who you actually are.
ああ、もう、はい。なんかちょっと納得いかんかな。あとやってねえのは
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
あとやってねえのはあれか。あ、違うな。あれはバケツでしょ？一通りやったんじゃねえか？やってない？バケツやったでしょ？デフコレーション、あ、てかマップ見た方がいいか。ダッシュ欲しいな。ジャンプサークル、マップ、フリー実績レバーのやつだよね。人の名前言うボタン、グッズ、セッティングワールドチャンピオンとか閉まってたけどな。バケツ、オフィスデコレーション、エピローグ、コレクターズアイテム、無限の穴、出口。エピローグってどこ？あそこか。どこ？あ、どうやって上がんの？この上、違うか？あ、違う、出口ってこの階段上がるのか。あ、そっちの、その2の縦看板の裏かと思ってたわ、出口。 うち行っちゃっていいのかな。
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
行っちゃってよかったっぽいな、これ。まあいいか。うん。まあ、ジムボタンはちょっと面白かったしな。
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's
マジで
definitely
か。
a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
でびっくりするぐらいつまんなさそう。
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect.
作業早いな。
Take a look.
えおお !2 が始まったぞ。マジか。どうしよう。ちょうど時間いいんだよな、2時間。今日ここまでにしとくか。どうなんだろう。ここでやめていいかな。タイミングがわかんねえ。あとどんぐらい残ってんだろう、これ。でもちょっとキリ良さげなんで、ここまでにしとくか。もしかしたら次の配信がサクッと終わっちゃう可能性もゼロじゃないですけど、次回はですね、じゃあこのナレーションくんが満を持して作ったというスタンリーパラプレ2やってみようかと思いますので、じゃあ今日ここまでにしましょうかね。はい。まあ、なんだろうね、その2ですよっていうのもひっくるめて全部なんかメタネタな気もしますけど、まあ、果たしてここからどうお家に持っていくつもりなのか、まあ次回楽しみということで、今日の配信はここまでにしたいと思います。はい。というわけで、コメントいただきました。双葉さん、あと、アトリさん、コメントありがとうございました。というわけで、では、また次配信でお会いしましょう。お疲れ様でした。